You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Come on in, everybody. What's up? What's going on? What up to all my hoodies? Please come in and have a seat. Get ready for this good old Belle Collector review, season 1, episode 6, and it was titled Sage and Champagne. And make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed, please, and thank you very much. And also make sure you hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, IG, Stereo, and of course our thehoodtable.com. Thehoodtable.com. Okay, it's actually a real website. Thehoodtable.com. But yeah, you can follow us on any of those websites. And as far as the Facebook, we have a Facebook page, which is public, and we also have a Facebook group. So if you want to join either of those, the public page or the private Facebook group, just look us up on Facebook at the DA Hood Table, just like it says down below, and our little Cash App right here. And Cash Apps, of course, are not required, but they're always appreciated. So if you want to support your girl or support the Hood Table platform, $ the Hood Table 402. And on that note, let's jump right up into this good old review. And as usual, if you have anything to say about the review, the storyline, any of the characters in the show, please feel free to put it in the comment section beneath the beneath the video. And let me take a drink real quick before we get started. You know, these reviews and things could get you a little parched, right? So anyway, on to the review. At the beginning of this episode, since Latrice didn't make the last brunch, Letitia filled her in on the Ferris Street plans. She had explained that, that location, which will cost well over $2 million, will be a Wi-Fi free brunch, cafe, and resource center. Now, let me stop and say that I thought it was really cool. You know what Latrice has said about how she doesn't want to be like some of the people that she had reached out to for help, because we all know how it goes. Sometimes, people, they be like, when I make it big, I'm going to reach back and pull somebody else up with me, not necessarily like, making them rich or, promoting them or anything like that, but maybe just even like kicking them down some knowledge, some wisdom, some information, resources, helping them to help themselves when trying to make some money moves. But and I say that because it's like so much money out here to be made, and some people just think that they should be the only ones getting a piece of the pie. So because of that, Latrice wants to be one, to look out for others if they come, to her for some knowledge or advice in the industry. And I also agree with Letitia, that when you do make it big, whether it's me, you, somebody else in the community, I think we should always pour back in the community, that raised us, whether it's helping others reach their goal or giving back to things like shelters, Boys and Girls Club, or your favorite charity in your community, things like that. But that's just me. That's just how I feel. But on the flip side, should Latrice really invest in this project? Especially when Letitia's friend was so disrespectful, to Latrice. And while Letitia claimed that Marie isn't always like that, somehow I find that hard to believe. Like, look how Marie not only acted at the first two brunches, but also at Tambra Cherie's birthday party. Need I say more? But y'all let me know if y'all think that was just, Marie just having a little, little thing, she just, in her feelings, these last few, well, dang, it's been like 3 or 4 of the episodes where she was just, okay, anyway. But, Tambra Cherie, let's discuss Tambra Cherie. She has been dealing with, fibroids, and, she has had a medical, history that involved dealing with the fibroids and surgeries to remove the fibroids. And unfortunately, on this episode, her doctor found 4 more fibroids that had come back. Now, in the past, her fibroids were found to be non-cancerous. Like some people, they're non-cancerous. So, in this case, I'm hoping the same to be true for the newer fibroids. And this is also one of the reasons why she chose to have some of her eggs frozen. She had mentioned that, a few episodes ago. But as far as her doctor said, when they begin to see fibroids in the size that she has, the chances of miscarriage or premature labor does increase. So therefore, that's another reason why the doctor suggested that she undergoes another surgery to remove the 4 new fibroids. And I was just like thinking to myself, I'm a female, but even still yet, as a female, we don't always know everything about a female, even though we are a female. Like when it comes to things like this with fibroids, I really learned a lot just in this short segment, this episode about, fibroids. So I can really appreciate, how transparent some of these reality stars are when it comes to their personal medical issues, not just their lives, but also their medical issues, because it's always somebody out there. Always somebody out there that might be going through the same thing. And I do wish her the best, with her surgery. But as far as Antoinette, you guys, Antoinette. Now, child. First of all, why does Antoinette keep inviting her overly sensitive white homegirl? Why she keeps inviting Karen to all these black events or all black events? Like Antoinette, she said, that she reached out to black doctors, to discuss ways in which they can support and promote upcoming young black doctors in Mississippi, down in the SIP. And not only that, but she also plans to pay for every DAT test for any black HBCU student who is interested in dental school. But after all the black people entered the room, in comes Kayla. The reason Kaylon is there, per Antoinette, is to know that or see what black professionals for professionalism among black people look like, because we saw what happened at the other events that Kaylon has been to. And the thing, and also she wanted her to see, and hear about the things that black people are passionate about. And that way, maybe Kaylon can feel or won't feel so attacked, at these different events. And I'm like, girl, oh, Lord Jesus, I don't know. I'm beginning to think that Antoinette is messy. But anyway, I don't know for sure if she is or not, but I do know right away those others had to be thinking, when they saw Kaylon walk in, like, I thought this was supposed to be a meeting of our peers. Ain't this supposed to be something for black doctors to give back to black people, and in comes this white lady? But anyway, Kaylon, she is a nurse practitioner. She is a nurse practitioner. So she is in the medical field, so I can give her that. But she ain't a dental physician, and she definitely ain't black. So again, I don't know why she invited her to that event. But it did go pretty well. It did go pretty well. And as far as their friendship though, let me ask y'all this. How do you guys really feel about her and Kaylon's friendship? Like, is Kaylon really her friend? Or just an acquaintance? Or possibly a business investor? Now, I saw that somewhere in another group. And it kind of had me pondering over their whole relationship. And why? Because for a white woman to have a, real friendship with a real black woman, why would she be so sensitive around them regarding black issues? Huh? I got white friends. I went to a school that had white people, black people, Puerto Rican, everybody. And when me and my black friends would discuss issues going on, our white friends never ran out the room crying. But I'm just saying. But for some reason, I just find it hard to believe that that they actually have a genuine friendship. But y'all, let me know how y'all feel about that. But back to the meeting. Back to the meeting. That is how I believe all the brunches should run. Like the entire event went smoothly. And even Kaylon was able to receive a different perspective of how black professional people communicate with and around each other. Because again, on the prior events that she's attended, they didn't go so well. And you don't want nobody white to think like this is how we do. It's bad enough the way they portray us on TV and in media, and then like you come to these professional events and they up there fighting every time you come. But yeah. As far as the last brunches though, I still feel like she just didn't expect, to hear so many black people discussing what they hate or what they've been through with white people. And I asked y'all last time, would you or do you think that they might have changed the topics that they were going to discuss at the last event? At that brunch, had they known a white woman would be in attendance? I don't know. I'm not sure if they would have changed the topics or not, or just would have left full speed ahead with the original plans. But anyway, we'll never know. But as far as Latrice and her husband, child, it's our anniversary, anniversary. Hey, da, 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 da. Okay. Anyway, at first, Latrice was under the impression that her Zaddy had totally forgotten about their anniversary because instead of bringing her flowers, he actually gave her a bag of all rising cooking flour. I was like, what the hell is that? No, he didn't. But I did really think it was cute, how he had her fooled because she really was like, I do all this, and you always forgetting, especially. Oh, so, she was whining about that and everything. But soon she had realized that he did not forget. When they arrived at the romantic candlelit area on their property or on their land. And I must say that the setup, was really beautiful. It was well thought out, well planned. He had dinner, wine, a huge love sign that was lit up. There was candles, lights, roses everywhere. And then for her gift, he got her a Rolex. He got her legs, a Rolex. But the gag was that he didn't get her to watch because she needed or wanted one. But he feels like she needs to know when it's time to get that ass home at night. That's why he bought her a watch, because normally he likes to go everywhere she goes and attend every event that she attends, even if it's just supposed to be for women. But on the rare times, I guess the special times he lets her out the house by herself, she don't be coming home on time. So therefore he bought her a Rolly, for her anniversary gift. But that statement that he made right there, that let me further know that he is in fact a little controlling, because I have been saying that I think he is, but I really do think that he's a little controlling, if not more. I'm just like, how you going to say you buying your lady a watch because she doesn't know how to come home on time? Because if that's the case, you could have easily bought her just any old watch at any old time. But since it's your anniversary, he couldn't buy her just any old watch. He had to make sure it was an expensive one to appear as if the gift was truly from the heart. I was like, I see you, Cliff. I see you, Zaddy. I see you so very well. Because to me, I mean, just from what we've seen so far, and it's only been 6 episodes, we still only in the first season. But to me, Cliff is not only controlling and flirtatious with other women, he's also passive aggressive, narcissistic, manipulative, and inconsiderate of Latrice's feelings. So why does she still deal with his old ass? She told us. She's never had a male figure in her life that was constantly there for her or that she could depend on from her father on down. So basically, to her, Zeddy is her father figure. Okay? And how do we treat our fathers, ladies? We always want them to look at us like they're beautiful little princes, and we'll do anything for our fathers to feel that way and more about us. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yet still, honestly, I don't even see how they are still married. Every time she approaches him about how flirtatious he is with other women, he brushes her off. And when she mentioned how he had asked her, should he get another woman, he accused her of lying and being insecure. But I actually believe her. Am I the only one that believed what she said was to be true? To be factual? I mean, I don't think it was like a sister wife proposal type of thing, but more of a threesome proposal type of thing. But regardless, he jumped up from that table, pissed the hell off, talking about what I don't do is a liar. And again, I don't think she's lying. I think he just didn't expect her to let the world know that what his desires are. Like, he had to be thinking, now what the hell am I going to tell my family and my friends and my coworkers when they see this episode that I'm this type of man to my woman? That's what I think it was. And he probably would have preferred for this scene to be deleted from the show. But because of him being so controlling and manipulative, he had her ass apologizing, begging for forgiveness just to get her damn Rolex back. I was like, girl, you making all that money, slanging all that hair, buy your own damn Rolex. Shit, I wish I would. And then she was like, what did I lie about? What did I lie about, Zeddy? What did I lie about? She said, if you're gonna leave, just leave. And if his ass didn't jump up into that golf cart and leave her ass standing there all alone in that field, surrounded by all them damn candles. Like, first of all, is she supposed to blow out all them damn candles by herself? He just left her standing there, her and the camera crew in the middle of the field with a bunch of candles. And then for her to turn around and basically put together her own romantic rose petal strewn candlelit dinner for him, and Latrice even outdid him. She done hired a whole staff, including masseuses, musicians. She did all that because of the fact that he was upset because she called him out on his shit on television. And once again, I believe that he really said that shit. But after he done snatched, her Rolex back and abandoned her ass in the middle of the field, this girl done wrote a long apology and everything. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Girl. And then after she basically spills her guts to him and apologizes and lays herself down at his feet down there, then he tells her, everything you did here was all good, but in the future, remember that words hurt. So my question is, flirting with all type of women, including her friends, and asking your wife, should you get another woman? That don't hurt. Mm, let me know something. Let me know something. But in the end, she got her Rolex back. She got her Rolex back. And I guess that's all that mattered. But moving right along to Marie. Now Marie, she was at Happy Land, I think she called it Happy Land, with her oldest son and a few of his many children. She had got there, before her son was due to arrive. But what she did not expect was for her husband Cedric to show up. I think that's his name, Cedric, Derek, something like that, Frederick, something like that. And evidently, he still hasn't been coming home. Now, don't forget that her husband, he also has his own crib. So when they are arguing or having a disagreement, he just ups and leaves and heads over to his other place or his other house. And yet again, when it comes to Marie, I love how some of these reality stars are so open and transparent with their personal medical issues. Tamara, she's dealing with fibroids. Marie, she's dealing with lupus. And while at the Happy Land place, Marie was expressing to her oldest son that she really needs him to step up to the plate. She really needs him to start taking care of his football team maturing. And not only that, but being that she's unsure, because she has lupus, and I have family members with lupus, and they are on disability, they can't work at all. They can't work at all. So, she's unsure if one day, lupus might be the reason that she can't work. And he is the oldest child, might need to step in and step up and help run her business. She got big dreams for him. And one of them including, him finishing college, getting a degree. I'm sure he probably wants to play professional basketball, but you always need something to fall back on. So she wants him to get that degree, just in case he needs to help with the family business, because she sure ain't about to leave it to her husband, who can't seem to find his way home at night. But even if her son doesn't end up helping out, with any of Marie's 10 businesses, that degree can still help him, take care of his football team again. I just cannot believe how many kids this boy got at such a young age. And she taking care of all of them and a couple of baby mamas too. And she still got younger children herself. Child. But back to Antoinette, who is having a rededication of her home. I was like, is that something like what you do, when you rededicate yourself to Christ? I ain't never heard of nothing like that, a rededication of a home. But anyway, since her and her husband, since her and her husband had divorced, she has rid of anything that had belonged to him, or reminded her of him. And now that he's gone, she wants to have a housewarming party, even though she's still living in the same damn house. Like, wouldn't that be more of like a divorce party instead of a rededication of your house party? I don't know. Y'all let me know. But anyway, how do y'all feel about Antoinette not inviting Letitia over for a little sage and champagne? Like, Letitia had invited her to several events, including those for business opportunities. But Antoinette didn't invite her to a simple housewarming party. Now, I can see why she didn't invite Marie. But why not invite Letitia? Is it because Letitia might do a Jackie from Basketball Wives, meaning invite somebody else who was not invited, such as Marie? Because we all know how Marie can get, and I can see it now. Marie getting into it with either Latrice or Kaylon at Antoinette's party if she had been invited. So maybe that was the reason, because maybe Letitia would have been like, well, if I ain't going, I gotta invite, Marie, because that wouldn't look good for me to go and my homegirl can't go, something like that. That's probably the case. That's probably what it was. But speaking of Kaylon had a lot to say about the empowerment brunch. And I use quotes every time I say that, empowerment brunches, because they know. Okay, y'all already know why. But anyway, that didn't sit too well with Tambra Cherie hearing what Kaylon had to say about these brunches. Because as Tambra tells it, what has been happening lately with Marie at the last few events has never happened before. She said nothing of the sorts have never happened before. And automatically that had me thinking, okay, so we dealing with a scripted show here. All of a sudden now that there's a show, there's always drama at each brunch. I don't know. But was Kaylin wrong for what she said about the brunch? What she said was that it's kind of hard to be at an empowerment event when volatile people are continually invited. Because not once, but twice did Letitia's friend Marie find herself in a situation, altercation, and with two totally different people. But for the most part, the Sage and Champagne home rededication event went well. That was until all the damn fire alarms in the house started going off. I was like, what the hell was Antoinette thinking by allowing all 50 of her guests to run around her entire house from the window to the wall with some big old burning sage? Like, you do not have to sage the closets, the bathtub, the lingerie and underwear drawers, the carpet. They was saging the carpet. You know, talking about no carpet burns, no cigarette burns. You know, they was saging the fridge and the pantry. I was like, I know y'all weren't surprised. Y'all couldn't have been surprised that the house was about to burn the hell down. Every alarm in the house was going off. They up there. Somebody open a window. Antoinette was about to have a whole damn Jackson, Mississippi fire department at that house. That was too funny. But anyway, again, let me know what y'all think about the episode. What y'all do like about the show so far? What don't you like about the show so far? I know a couple of people said one thing they do not like is the sound of Tambra Cherie's voice. They like, why she talk like that? Why is it that? I think she be putting 20 on 10. I really think, Tambra, as far as her voice and stuff, I think she'd be putting 20 on 10. But that's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And again, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. And of course, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, IG, Stereo, and the hoodtable.com website. And on that note, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant, and always, always, always keep it hood. Bye.